Yo! Why is my music not on? Oh, it's on. It just hasn't started up yet. There we go. What's going, guys? It is time to open Calgar and the Victrix Guards, which I think about a week ago. Make sure there's no echo in here. No, not hearing an echo. Oh, I'm hearing. Nope, I'm good. I think I am. Oh, I know I'm hearing an echo. Haha. Turn this off. There we go. Now we're good. So yeah, so tonight we're gonna bust out Calgar and the Vitrix Guards. We should have some fun. One thing for tonight that everybody is going to hopefully obey is going to be we are not going to talk about the Warhammer reveals today because I was going to stream it today at 2 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, but I got stuck at work with something that I had to do. So it took all day, so I did not get any of the news. I turned off Discord because I knew it was going to be on there. I did not look at YouTube. I accidentally looked at YouTube and I saw Mario put up a poll, and I think I caught what they announced for JOYTOY. And I don't want to say it yet because I'm gonna do a watch after this live stream of all the news, of all the reveals, and all the information, and then I'm gonna do like a highlight video of that. So I want my first reaction to the goddamn JOYTOY thing, which I think I already saw. So I think I ruined it for myself. So no talking about it in the chat. Okay? Nothing. No talking about it in the chat. So yeah, so we got some people already in here. Let us see. Let's see, who do we got? So we got... Alright, so we got Trevor in here already. We got our mod, Mr. OP Smoke. We got Lone as well as here. We got Trevor. And we got Cyber. Cool. We got a full house already. Cool. Very good. I saw you retracted that message. Hopefully it wasn't something... Hopefully it wasn't something. The whole thing was terrible. Okay, cool. Well, we'll see. I'll do a quick review on it later. I'll do a video on it. So, what is up, Mudhorn Station? What's going on, Ian? So, all right. So we're going to do an opening on well, 3 figures, 2 characters really, but that I've been itching to open up. I'm not a huge Ultramarine fan, but Calgar is awesome. If you've read or you followed his lore, especially as a new fan, I would recommend picking up the Marvel Comics graphic novel, which is really awesome. I think it was from 2018, 2020 it came out, but it explains his whole backstory and everything about him. So that was really awesome. I would highly recommend picking that up. It's the Marvel Comics graphic novel of Marneus Calgar. So that's awesome. Spoiler was so spoiler. Again, I did not watch anything. I want to watch it after this, and I'll do a video, and then we can talk all about the cool stuff. Hopefully, that's some cool JOYTOY stuff. But yeah, so we're gonna do an unboxing tonight. One other thing that I'm gonna change is, yeah, I'll put the after the. You know what I'll do? Let me look it up while we're doing this really quick, because I know I'm gonna forget to do this. So let me do this now while I remember it, because I know I'm going to forget to do this. But the Amazon, the Marvel Comics series graphic novel was awesome with him. And I think I also picked up the Sisters one. They had a Sisters one that came out also around the same time. Or I think after it. Let me pull it up. I put Marvel McCalgar. Marvel Comics. There we go. Oh, they have it. There it is. You can actually get it on Kindle. Yeah, they have the whole thing on Kindle. So I'll put the link in there, and then you guys can find the full version on eBay. I would recommend going on eBay and pick it up because you can probably get it for being, you can probably get it for a pretty cheap price on there. So we'll put it in the JOYTOY Warhammer chat. So, but that was an awesome read. But that gives you an idea. Also, he was obviously in Space Marine 2. He's the chapter master of the Ultramarines, especially all the stuff that was going on with him and Abaddon before Rabuti Gilliman, Robot Gilliman, came back. So yeah, so we're gonna jump over to the put these shoulders away. Did most go to the rest of It is hot, dude. This is the only shirt that I have that I'm not dying in right now. Okay, so it's in New York right now, and it's like 9 o'clock at night, and it's like 85, or it's 80 degrees by me. So this is the only short sleeve thing I have. But you won't have to see me for long. We're gonna get to the review, and we'll start it up. So one thing I will say is the camera at some point will shut off. But give me a quick second and I will reseat it. So I'm gonna notice immediately when it drops. It will only take a quick second because I did some things to fix it. So, all right, guys, we're gonna jump over to the live review, and let's do it now. Cool. Let me turn on my camera. I had to turn it off because I don't want it to overheat. La la la. And this is in 4K. There we go. It's 90 plus in Texas right now. Awesome breeze for my. Oh, did I not put the chat thing? Let me put this in here. One sec. One sec. I thought I put this in here already. I guess I did not. There we go. There we go. There we go with the chat. All right, good. All right, so we obviously, if you saw my couple of the shorts that I made during the week, we got all of my Tyranids attacking Titus and his boys, and Calgar and them are hanging out ready to assist them. So as long as they get out of their cardboard prisons, they'll be able to assist them. So, but if you give me a second, I'm going to move the camera really quickly, and then you guys can get a view of the impressive Imperial Knight, which we did an unboxing of last week. So let's do a zoom. Let's bring it up. Bring my chair over. And then hopefully not knock over the Imperial Knight, because that would not be fun. La la la. There we go. Ooh, I think I can zoom it in. So many cool things with these new cameras I have. Very cool. Alright. Oh, actually, I'm gonna have to make it a little bit bigger because he's so goddamn huge. I'm have to make it even bigger. Look at this. There we go. Whoop. Let's move that back. And this should be good. Right there. Dude, he's so huge. Alright, there we go. Alright, so cool time. We were gonna open up yeah, dude, I actually have shit. I think I've said this like 20 times. I have I think like close to 50 additional McFarlane gene stealers that I have to open up. So I'm clearing out my garage where they're all situated right now, and yeah, so let's get these nids out of the way, and then we'll start opening up Marneus. Actually, I'm really excited to open him up. This is probably one of the more exciting figure openings. Obviously, the biggest thing that I've opened that I was excited about was last week's Imperial Knight. Now, this is a bit of a different thing, but the Space Marine 2 figures have been some of the best figures that they've come out with comparative to the Horus Heresy figures. They got extra bells and whistles. We got the extra lights on the figures, on the helms for the eyes to glow. And so these ones actually come with the mechanism to allow you to do it, which the first release of the Space Marine figures of Titus and Cherion and Galadriel did not come with. You had to actually buy them separately. The collector's editions do come with the lights for the helms and such. So that's one nice thing, that they made a difference on the collector's edition figures. So So here we go. We're going to move these out of the way. And we're going to open up the Victrix Guard. One thing I wanted to do for this review is I was hoping I would have a extra version of Marneus Calgar from his first release. And unfortunately, I don't, but I do have the Victrix Guard, so I'll be able to do a comparison to those. But I was one of the ones who sat on the fence and waited too long to get Calgar in his original 40K version 1. For a long time, he was sitting on, I remember he was sitting on my Amazon cart for I think like 80 bucks, and I never pulled the trigger on him. I remember Smoke and I were actually talking about this. And so I actually wish that I had pulled the trigger on that figure, because now, even now, it's still expensive. I want to pick him up. I wanted to get an extra version. I want a version 1 of Calgar. So let's see. The torso joint was kind of loose on mine, but I managed to put it back together. Oh, that sucks. That sucks. Loose or loose? AL Predator Terminator loose. Yeah. That's very interesting. I'm gonna see. Hopefully I don't get any loose joints on my figures. That would really suck. That would not be a cool thing, as my arm's in the way of the cool looking Imperial Knight. I have to move out of the way here. I wish WOG Toys had some swap out NID parts for those Gene Stealers. It would be pretty easy to convert the Swarm Lord. Yeah, dude. Actually, that's, oh, god damn it. Trevor, now you have me. Now I have an idea in my head. I'm gonna talk to Buke G on our Discord. By the way, we also have a Discord chat, which is pretty awesome. All the guys in there are awesome, and we got some awesome customizers. So if you guys want to invite to the Discord, follow me here, and then follow me also on Instagram. And yeah, and I'll get you the invite. So one more thing before I forget, because I know I'm going to forget. If you like this content, guys, please like and subscribe to WraithMace. Alright, guys. Alright, so we're going to open up the Victrix Honor Guards first. And I loved the version 1s of these figures. Granted, they're probably not the best figures in the world, but I really did enjoy those figures. So what's cool is I'll be able to do a comparison as I grab them. And show you the version 1s of these and how much smaller that they are. I actually don't mind the smaller figures, dude. I actually kind of wish... Do you guys wish that we still had the smaller scale? Or are you glad that they're scaling these figures up? Kind of like what they did with the Primaris miniatures. Because I actually... I've said this a bunch of times. I bought into this line... being a true 4-inch scale figure. Now we're getting closer and closer to an actual 5 or 6 inch line for these figures, and that does not make me happy. So alright, so we got the Victrix Guard here, and yeah, he looks awesome. He comes with his power sword, multiple hands, his power pack, as well as a stand and his shield, and he has the mechanism for the light up eyes, which is awesome. Actually, let me grab my magnet. I forgot about that. Yeah, what's up, falling upwards? What's going on, dude? What is going so cool? Big scale is beast. Alright, so let's open up the first Victrix Guard. Hopefully I don't get anything with loose joints on my figures, because I had that, the last figure per se that I opened up was one of the Terminators from the Alpha Legion line. And I was actually quite surprised that that figure had a loose chest ball joint, or a ball joint on his chest. I was very surprised at that, because I haven't had that issue at all. Alright, so we got the stand there. We'll throw that onto the side. We got the boxes. By the way, do you guys hold onto your boxes, or do you chuck them? Inspiring minds need to know. Alright, so we got... Here's the Victrix Guard. And you can already tell, just from, even from, like, just looking at them in the box, I have the other Victrix Guards on the stand next to me, and Jesus Christ, these guys are so much bigger. It's unbelievable. Wow, the sword looks amazing. This is one of the things when I saw the reveal on these figures, how awesome this power sword looks, dude. Oh, man. This looks so cool, dude. Wow. That is an awesome sword, dude. Wow, this looks so cool. Such an awesome looking sword. Oh my gosh. Yeah, and I love the extra. I love the little spots of the power sword on there for the glow. But this is such a great sculpt of a sword, man. Wow. I'm probably like ruining because you guys can't see it, but like right there. Oh my god. This is such a cool looking sword. I wish there was a little more paint on the handle and maybe on the cross guard, but the sculpt on this is crazy good. Oh my god. Alright, so actually yeah, I'm gonna compare the shields also. So here we go with the Victrix Guard shield. And if you're a Indianapolis Colts fan, you're a huge Ultramarine fan apparently. This looks cool. I love that it's not just a straight white, it's like you can see like there's it almost looks like a marble white on the inside of there with some different discoloration on it. So it's not all one solid white, which looks really good. And then on the back, oh, the sword. You know, on the backs of the shields, especially like the Captain America shields from the Marvel Legends figures, you can always tell the quality of like a shield if it doesn't look like complete ass on the back of it. Like if it actually has some sculpting like this does, and it actually looks like a shield would on the back of it, and this looks really cool. And I love the extra the look of the leather strap around his arm. I'm gonna guess that this turns, yeah, it turns like that, but this looks really cool. Very cool. Awesome. We're already off to an awesome start. Hopefully no loose parts or anything. And then I'm going to take this out, his power pack, and I can already tell you right now. Now, the Space Marine 2 figures, like if these ports on the backpack are a little bit too small, you can kind of already tell that this is going to be a loose fit. The only difference is the Space Marine 2 figures use a different type of plastic, so I think that this is going to be a snug fit, even though these are such tiny pegs that are fitting into the back there. Normally when we have pegs at this size, if they're not a bit fatter, we're going to have a very loose fitting power pack. But I don't think we're going to have that with this, because all of the Space Marine 2 figures so far, at least, feel like from what the plastic they're using, there isn't a lot of give to it. So I feel like, even though those look like big ports on the back there, I feel like the backpack is going to fit fine. Please don't, I hope I didn't just jinx myself with that. I really, really do. I really hope that. Alright, so, here's the Victrix Guard. And we're going to take the power pack, and we're going to start with this. Yeah, dude, that's what I figured. Look at this, power pack fits in perfectly. Is it loose? No, it's not loose. Even with, what's nice is, as I take this off really quick, I can't even get it off. Let me wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Come on. Okay. One thing that's awesome that they did here is this cloak isn't situated where it's like, you can see how much cut away this cloak is, so it's not going to interact with this power pack at all. On some of the looser capes that or the looser power packs, like for instance Castellan Garen Crow, which by the way I should be getting the reissue of him. I want to see if that is fixed. We've had that issue where if the cloak can touch the power pack, or if it's in between the power pack and the back piece right there, usually it's going to be a loose fit, and you're not going to be able to situate it. Wow, this looks awesome. All of the sculpt on this figure is great. Let's see. The shoulders are on their own pegs. That's cool. Very cool. And the head should just come off. Let's take the head off. Actually, is it even... I think it's on there already. Did they put the battery in there? Or does the battery... You have to get the battery separate. So there's the... Here's the piece. Okay, so I gotta buy... God damn it. I thought it came with the battery. Battery's not included. Does it say that on the box? I'm gonna kill them. Batteries not included. Okay, god damn it. How come I didn't read that? Alright, so anyway, so this is the piece. We would normally have a battery. What is this? CR22? What is this? CR927. It's a 3-volt battery. So we would have it situated inside of there. And these are going to be the red eyes. Shit, I can't believe I don't have the batteries for these. Maybe I'll swap the Space Marine 2 figure batteries out. And then this just goes onto here like this. So, I don't know why I thought it came with the batteries. This is a nice neck peg too. Everything about these Space Marine 2 figures are awesome. Now, one thing that's interesting, we just got was it, I guess like a month ago, the release or the announcement of the Relic Secundus armor for the Space Marine 2 figures. And supposedly that is the last Space Marine 2 figure that's going to be part of the series. They're going to move on to supposedly the secret level figures. So thank you, GT, for that information. Again, awesome Discord and some awesome information. So this figure feels solid. Again, no loose joints whatsoever on the Victrix Guard. Power pack got me super happy. I love the fact that the sword looks so good on the sculpt. Very cool. And the shield looks absolutely killer. I love this like marble white here on this shield. This looks so cool. And we got the double eagle on there, double eagle head, and the back of the shield looks absolutely amazing. I'm not an Ultramarine fan, I promise. Alright, so I don't know why they ship him with a trigger hand, but they did, but at least the hands come off pretty easily. So we're gonna get a gripping hand for his sword in here. There we go. We have 2 gripping hands. We're going to do 1 shield on the left and 1 shield on the right. Actually, this is interesting. I wonder how this is going. Oh, actually, you don't. Well, I'm going to take off the hand anyway to get the shield on. I always do this with the Space Marine figures, so we're going to situate this. Oh, wow. Actually, we're going to have to turn it the other way. It won't fit backwards into here, so we're going to situate it like that. And this should go in pretty nice. Alright. Come on. Pretty nice, right? Pretty nice. Very cool. The Victrix Guard looks awesome. The only thing that is... I'll have to get the arm moved. There we go. That's what we want. We want him to be able to hold it close to his chest like he's a smashing bulwark in Space Marine 2. The best class in Space Marine 2. Not the heavy. Not the heavy. It's definitely the bulwark. So there we go. He looks great. He looks really cool. It's very awesome. And I'll switch out the battery on the light here in a second. Let me get the other one open because I want to do a quick comparison between the 2 Victrix Guards and the version 1 and the version 2 figures. So let's do that really quick. Let me grab the other one, and then we'll get to the main show, which is Calgar. So here we go with the other one. Let's see. Falling upwards. Later, dude. Have a good night, dude. Is that the same ones as the LR41 batteries? I don't think so. They're the same ones as the Space Marine 2 figure batteries. I don't think that was LR41s. So again, same thing. The biggest thing that I'm looking for with these figures is to make sure we don't get any loose joints or any kind of weirdness, especially because I just got that with the Space Marine 2, with the Alpha Legion Terminator that I had opened. Very cool. And you can see also, actually, with the 2 shields, there's even... This is it's definitely like a marble type of a white that's in here. I wonder what kind of plastic that is, because this looks different than this one as far as the marble white that's in there. Very cool looking. Alright, so same thing. Let's see if his power pack fits nice and snug and it's not fitting loose. This power pack out. Again, I love these clamshells by JOYTOY, dude. I don't have to sit here and fight on the camera with a pack to open. Like I know I'm gonna have to do with the 50 McFarlane figures. By the way, do you guys want to see that? Do you want to see me open 4950 of the McFarlane Gene Stealers? I don't think so. Maybe I'll make a video and fast forward it. But I don't think you guys want to see that. Alright. So we got, here's the pack. Nice, not loose fitting at all. And we're going to swap out his, for some reason they put a pistol grip hand on him. We'll swap this one. Looks really cool. All of the effects on here, you got the Ultramarine symbol. All of these are just look absolutely awesome. And it goes back to the same thing I was saying before. Well, not before, but I always wind up saying is that it's crazy that these figures are what, like 50, 60 bucks? Maybe more, maybe 70. I think these were 45. I think I got the Victrix Guards for. But then you look at the miniatures, man. Oh my god. Man, they have got such a great model to make money with. Like, the miniatures are not put together. They come on sprues. You have to cut them off. You have to cut off the extra bits. The spiky bits, right? And people buy them. And they're expensive as hell. I'll admit, though, when I went to the to that store a couple of weeks ago. Oh, we gotta switch hands, actually. Sorry. When I went to the store, that store a couple of weeks ago for the miniatures and the Armageddon guide, I felt the pull of buying like just miniatures. The boxes look so cool, but then I remembered that there's no way in hell that those miniatures are going to look as good as they do with me painting them. Like, well, I'm just going to stick with JOYTOY figures because I know my painting is never going to be on that level, and I would wind up just paying somebody to do the painting for me. So, all right, so we got to switch this around. This is going to go this way for him. And we'll do the same thing. We'll situate a hand on here. Very cool. And here we go. And the same thing, get in there. Again, no loose joints or any kind of issues like that with any of these figures so far. Hopefully Calgar stays the same way. Very good. We got that situated in there. And again, no problem getting him in a proper shield stance. Like he's a full-blown bulwark. Although the Victrix Guards are better than bulwarks. So. Alright. Let's see. Very cool. These look awesome, dude. So, like I said, I wanted to do... Hopefully I didn't camera too much. I wanted to do a quick comparison between the Victrix Guards here, the version Space Marine, or version 2, I guess you can call them, between the originals, the version 1 figures. And here are the version... Here are the version 1 figures. They look like little brothers. Like, god damn, dude. These are so tiny. Oh my god. I feel... Oh my god, they are so short. Look at that. They do not look like they're from the same figure line at all. God damn, dude. The figures are almost... They're about 3/4 of the height of the legs. It's crazy, man. Dude, I can't get over how much bigger the figures are. Now, granted, I like the smaller buck figures. I like the version 1 figures. But when you have like when you're comparing them to like what we're seeing here, it's no comparison. It's no comparison, dude, at all. Like it's it's absolutely crazy how much bigger that they are. Yeah, I'm gonna keep them in the foreground 100% Cyber when I take some pictures in a minute. So yeah, so this is absolutely crazy, dude. Absolutely crazy. It's hysterical. I'm gonna reset the camera here too really quick before we move over to Calgar, so you guys are gonna see it go off and on really quick, and then I will turn off. Oh, good. See? Works right away. Actually, good. Version 1 is just blue paint. And then if we get a close-up between the two, right, you can see obviously the shield is so much better, right? I mean, the quality in the shield, like, there's actual texture behind the blue of the shield up here on the top pieces. We already talked before about, like, the white marble for the U of the Ultra in that piece. Even the bottom piece for the skull, man, it's just so much better. Again, and these aren't that old. What's crazy about that? Look at the head sculpts too. Man, that's crazy. Look at that. These look like two different figures. I will say this one has a little bit more black wash on the cloak. This still has some. But yeah, like you really can't say that even the way the shield is being held on the back here, I'm not a fan of this. I actually really do like the fact that they have that armband on the shield arm to hold this steady, because you can see with the version 1 figures, as I knocked the camera a little bit, he has nothing, so the shield kind of sits there loose and floppy. Now he can get like some pretty cool looking stances, but I feel like these shields on version 1 are even too small for version 1, right? If you look at this is more of a kite shield. Very cool. I really like these. God damn it. I like the smaller ones too, but it's just crazy how much. Oh, and then the other thing I got to show here too is, as I bring it back really quick, the swords. Look at the difference between the swords. This is more of a Roman gladius looking sword. I don't know why I have a pistol grip on here. I gotta take that off. But you can see this is more of a Roman gladius, and they got some very minimum paint for the power sword projection on here. But yeah, I mean, shit. Yeah, I mean, these are a clear upgrade from the version 1. Even though I do like the smaller figures, this is like, I mean, dude, look at how much bigger that is. That's crazy. That's so crazy, man. JT actually did this with Vitrix Justice. Yeah, they did. Yeah, they did. They did an upgrade, a nice upgrade to these figures. Because I remember when I originally pulled the version 1s out of the box, I got 2 of these to go with Gilliman. I was like, wow, these are interesting looking. I love shields, but these were a disappointment on the shield front. But I'm so happy that they've, as simple as something like this, like a armband on the shield, and it looks like it's a leather piece too, is such a huge improvement, especially for him being able to hold his shield and then not being floppy. All the joints are nice and tight on these figures too. So no loose joints at all on the Victrix Guard. So we're going to throw them over here, and we're going to get to the main point of the review, and that's Mr. Big Boy himself. We got Marneus Calgar, Chapter Master of the Smurfs. I mean the Ultramarines. So what do you guys think before I jump over? Isn't that crazy how much of an upgrade that is? Man, the shields look so much better. They're not making my beloved... Poor Lone. Poor Lone. Alright, so let's get to Calgar here. He looks awesome, dude. Even his box is bigger and thicker. He looks like he's a huge boy. Especially from the pictures that I saw. Oh shoot, you know who I don't have here is... I'll have to go into my garage and grab them, because I'm slowly moving all of my figures out of here into my garage display. I'm gonna have to go get Gilliman so we can do a comparison. And we'll do a quick shot with all of them too. That would be pretty cool. Alright, so Calgar, what is this that he comes with? Oh, they actually come with an instruction booklet with Calgar, which explains how to take off the head. And is this not installed already? No, it's definitely installed. I guess it's telling you how to take it off. And what's cool about him, oh man, he's still got a lot of pieces on him. He looks so cool. Oh, man. Dude, Calgar looks awesome. Holy crap. And what's good is we're getting to see Calgar with his human head for now, because once I put him with my collection, he's never going to have the human head on him. He'll have his chapter master helm on him. So we got the pieces here. We got a couple extra hands. We got his finger pointing hand. He's got two of those too. Look at that. That's right, over there. Oh man, and there goes the awesome, awesome head. We'll have to swap out the batteries. That sucks. I wish I had full batteries. I'll have to check in my room later, see if I have them. But Calgar looks awesome. Truth set. Yeah, nothing's loose on him. I can see what you're saying. I mean, his torso is not loose at all up top for his torso crunch. His waist swivel. No, it's not loose. Yeah, I got a good Calgar. So, no issues there. He looks awesome though, dude. Look, we got the long... I don't know, that's not a purity seal. We got the purity seal on this side. What is this considered? This is not a... I don't think this is purity seal. I mean, it's got the writing on it. And we got the texture. This looks awesome, dude. Such a great looking figure. Oh man, look at the bolter belts on the back here. I really wish I had the version 1 figure to compare this to. Anybody in chat who has both of these figures, what's the biggest difference between size between the version 1 and the version 2 figure? This head sculpt looks actually really good. Really good. Wow, and we got the iron halo of the Ultramarines on the back. Wow, very cool. The only thing... He does have it. Okay, good. I was going to say, I hope that he came with 2-fisted hands, because that's what's going to be situated on my Calgar. We're not going to have open hands. We're not going to have finger-pointing hands. We're going to have the power fist hands, because he has 2 power fists. Right? He doesn't have pointing fists. He doesn't have open fists. He has power fists. Oh man, is this going to be hard to get on? Hold on a second. Oh man, this might actually be hard to get on. Wow. You know what it is? It's the peg. Oh man. Yeah, this is a bit hard. Let's see. Let's see if I can get this on. There we go. Very cool. Wow. The power fist looks cool. His fist sits a bit deeper in there than I guess I would like. Yeah. I would have liked to actually have his knuckles come out. Right? Because he's literally punching with the shell of this. Granted, I'm sure he doesn't punch that much. But, like, the power fist should be situated, I think, with the knuckles being pushed out right there, where you can see, like, the knuckles of the power fist. Wow, this looks so cool. Again, all these Space Marine 2 figures, they knock it out of the park. Alright, so let's get the power fist pushed in. Might have to do the same thing we did before. Nope, there we go. Not as bad as the first release figures. But yeah, just a little bit of elbow grease in there. He looks great. On the back, we can see the double eagle. We got a little bit of a black wash on his cloak. We got the 2 bullet or the bolter belts from his power pack. Wow, his power pack is monster sized. Shit. And what I guess wow, he looks awesome, dude. Definitely awesome. Getting him like this makes me not miss getting the version 1 figure. So let's take off his head. And we'll situate his real head, which will always be on there. Especially because it's got the light up eyes on here. Come on, don't be... Oh wow, that is a tight... Wow, that is a tight joint. Well, that's a tight ball peg. Holy crap. Alright, let's see. Push Gerald. Come on. There we go. That looks awesome, dude. Look at how cool that looks. Very awesome. And by the way, I know the pain of getting into power, well, fake power armor at least, because this past week, if you looked in Discord and saw some of the pictures, I actually got in the Grey Knights power armor this weekend, or this week rather, and man, oh man, dude, it is very cool. I have to get used to walking around in it because I'm going to go to New York Comic Con with it on, but it is very impressive wearing it and getting into it. One thing I know that I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to get some fans, which I ordered for the helm, to be put inside of it, so because of the overheating and fogging issue on the helm. But Calgar looks awesome, dude. Look at that on his chest. He's got the extra piece. This is not even sculpted. It looks like this extra eagle metal is glued onto his chest, and we get the red ribbon across his chest as well. He looks awesome, dude. And we get the articulation on his power vents of his power pack. Very awesome. Very cool. I wish that I had, like I said, the version 1 Calgar to do a quick comparison to. But there we go with the Victrix Guards. Very cool. Very cool. And because I did not have enough foresight, I am going to have to pause a quick second and go grab Rabuti Gilliman. So I'm going to pause it here a quick second, guys. And I am going to go get Rabuti Gilliman. So hold on 1 second. We are back. Oh, that is the wrong camera. There we go. Let me pull our big boy back into position here. There we go. Very cool. Alright, so here we go with Gilliman. We'll get the Victrix Guard out of here because, holy shit, Calgar is almost the same size. Now, Calgar is a big boy, but I think that Gilliman is a bit too short. What do you think? I think that we need a new Gilliman. Let me widen out the lens here. Yeah, I think that we're... Shit. I mean, I don't know. How tall is Calgar supposed to be? I know that Gilliman is one of the shortest Primarchs, right? But still, like, maybe... I guess it's okay. I don't know. Calgar is supposed to be a humongous dude, right? So, robot gorilla man. Yeah, Bobby G is a bit short. I believe so. Yeah, I'll be buying. Do chores in your car, dude. I can barely. I was like trying just to make sure I could walk around. I gotta wear it more to get used to it. But yeah, here's Calgar and Rabuti Gilliman. Holy crap, dude. You know what's funny? I actually want to try this. I want to see if Gilliman's helmeted head... No, it's not. It's on a completely different peg. But I want to... Actually, you know what? I'll try it anyway. I want to see how Gilliman's head will look on Calgar. See how out of place it will look. Dude, it is not that out of place. That's how big Calgar is. It is not that out of place. It really is not. Wow. So what do you think? Do you think that we're going to get a new Guilliman. I mean, I guess we'll get one in the Horus Heresy line, but a new 40K Guilliman? No, I don't think so. I think that's not in the realm of possibility. Unless this new series by oh man, Guilliman still has really good joints, really tight articulation. So yeah, there we go with Guilliman. And so let's get the rest of the boys in here. Let's get all the Space Marine 2 figures in here. I thought he was in the middle of the Primarch scale chart, but I don't think it's official. I thought that Guilliman was one of the shortest Primarchs. I thought that was the deal with him. Yeah, I thought that he was one of the shortest Primarchs. Alright, so we'll put, obviously, we'll get Guilliman there. So how wide out do I have? Oh, I got enough room. Yeah. So we'll put the big boys together. We'll do a quick comparison with Titus, with Guilliman, and with Calgar. So, I mean, from a lore perspective, as far as like mainstream popularity, Titus is the most popular right now, right? With non-pure Warhammer 40K fans, right? Because of all of the secret level stuff, and Calgar's starting to get some stuff there. But yeah, I think that that Titus is probably the most popular, excuse me, Warhammer figure, well, Warhammer character right now in mainstream. So there we go. We got Titus, we got Calgar, and we got Rubuti Guilliman. So we got the funny enough, Angron is one of the shortest. Is he really? I didn't know that. Before he became a Demon Primarch. Maybe that's why he became a Demon Primarch. He was like, dude, I am so done with being the shortest brother. He's so angry too. Maybe that's why. Maybe that's why Angron is so angry. Alright, so let's get all of the figures in here, and then we'll do a battery swap so I can see what the light up eyes look like. So we got Guilliman, we got Calgar, and we got the Victrix Guards. And then we got Galadriel. And I got the flight packs, power flight packs on all of these, jet packs. Jump packs, rather, sorry, jump packs on all the figures. Am I going to be able to get them? I have to bring it out a little bit wider. Oh, interesting. Let's get this a little bit. Oh, that's actually as far as it can go. Here it is. I don't have the camera high enough off of the display. So we'll have to try to squeeze them all in here. So that is... yeah, I got them in there. Yeah, so that is all of the figures right now for the Space Marine 2 with an extra Victrix Guard, and then we'll get the Relic figure soon. Let me get a little bit less harsh light on this. Pretty good. Are these on full? Yeah, these are full blast. So we get Ultramarine Blue for the rest of the review. Very cool looking. Guilliman looks awesome. Calgar is just a standout figure in this. For such an older figure in the very first Primarch that came out, he is shorter, but he's still an awesome looking figure. Guilliman's still great. Probably should swap the sword that I have on Dorn. The other Flaming Power Sword, which looks really good actually, by Wog Toys. So very cool. Alright. So we're gonna do a quick battery swap between the three figures. Let's get Guilliman over here. I'll have him standing up. Okay. We get Calgar in the middle. Alright, we'll put the two Victrix Guards over here. We'll put Galadriel here. And then we'll swap the batteries between Titus into Calgar. So I want to see what this looks like. Am I having problems with this? There we go. There we go. It's like opening up an egg. I think I can just take off his head. Is coming. I don't think I tightened it down enough. There we go. So I think that we can just swap the pieces and so Calgar. The only one that's going to look weird is if I don't swap the light function from Galadriel, right? Yeah, Galadriel has the green. So, oh my god, this is such a tight fit. I'm gonna like kill my fingers getting this out. Oh my god. Hopefully I don't ruin it trying to grab it. Again, these were the unofficial ones, so for some reason it's going on right now. Oh, I know why it's going on. It's because I always have the magnet attached to this knife. Oh man, hopefully I don't cut my finger open trying to do this. There we go. I might just swap these this one light to all of them. Alright, so which one is Calgar? Calgar is the bigger one, right? I think he is. Alright. Here goes Calgar's head. With the eyes lit up in a second here. Let's see. Oh, cool. Oh, gotta get that side tightened down. Oh, maybe it's not. I think it's pop. Oh, that's why. So I don't have it seated correctly. Alright. A little tiny bit crooked, but it's not too bad. Let's get this on here. Oh, there we go. Now it's situated. Let's get it on Calgar's head. Very cool. I like that. Oh, it looks so cool. Man, dude. Yes, dude. These Space Marine 2 figures are like... it's a weird thing because you're a collector and you have all of the previous versions of the figures. And you like to see, you know, improvements on the figures. But these Space Marine 2 figures are so much better than the version 1 figures. Like, oh my god. And it's crazy too because the version 1 figures only came out a little while ago. A couple years ago. They didn't come out that long ago. So, yeah, he looks so cool. This light up feature is such an awesome thing. I wish all of the figures had this. All of the figures had this. Very awesome. So let's get the Victrix Guard swapped out so we can see what they'll look like with their battery helms on. As we get Titus's helm back together. I think I actually do have extra batteries, so I'll be able to put all of them on here. Alright, so we're only going to do Charion with one of the Victrix Guards because he has a... I'm not going to try to get the batteries out of these, so it's a pain in the ass. He has a red light on his helm, so we'll swap these out. Come on. Don't be annoying. By the way, did anybody get the collector's edition figures also? Or did you, I mean, if you got them, did you already have these first release figures? I don't have any interest. Oh, this came out so much easier, thank God. I don't have any interest in getting the collector's edition figures. Unless someone bought these. I would feel bad about selling these figures to somebody, though. Oh, no! Oh, God! I just pulled off... Oh, my God. I pulled off the Vitrix head. And the whole thing came apart. Oh, wow. I mean, I guess I can glue it back because the... Shit. I'm definitely going to have to glue it back. You can see where the glue is. So this is the first time that I've actually had a broken... Well, it's not broken, per se. It's just not glued enough. onto the head, right? Because the head can still move because it's on a movable rocker for the head joint. But yeah, this thing came right off, dude. That's a bit sucky. Because I pulled Calgar's head off, and that did not happen. So we get a weird. So we got one weird issue with the Victrix Guard. Wow, look at this. All right, I'm gonna have to strip the old glue that's on here. I'll heat this up. It doesn't even seem like there's that much glue. Did this just break? No, this is glued. Yeah, that's glue. Because if we look on the inside of the helm, yeah, there's even a little indentation there where the head piece is supposed to go. Yeah. So I have some glue. It's not a big deal. I mean, the Vitrix, these helms are not going to get swapped out, so it's not a big deal. But thank God it didn't break. I thought I initially just ripped it off. And I wasn't really pulling that hard on it, too. Yeah, this just goes back on in there, so I'll glue this back in. And this will be a tight fit. But man, that's a bit rough right there. That's probably just some glue, I'm gonna guess. That's a bit of an issue. Alright, this came off pretty easily. Alright, I'll put this on the inside of here. Let me just turn this on so I make sure I can see the eyes. There we go. Okay. There we go. That was scary. To be honest with you, that was a bit scary. So this goes on here. I guess? Which one goes here? Are they both the same? I think they are. Let's try the smaller one. Yep, there we go. That is scary. Alright, so I mean, we'll stick this piece on here. You can see where the indentation is here, where it just goes right into the head, into the ball peg. Yeah, it fits snug. Man, that's a bit annoying. I mean, I'll just glue it on there. I mean, it's actually quite snug now. It's not coming off, so it looks like it was just the piece was not glued, or it was glued fine, and maybe just not enough glue on there. This looks cool. Yeah. Oh, it's on the. I didn't know that there was a slight glowing effect you can also do. Very cool. And there we go with the Victrix Guard with the helmet as I hold it steady so you guys can goddamn see it. Very cool. Very cool. And I'm not going to do the other one because I said before, Galadriel's eyes are red, and I don't want to swap out the battery piece. This one's a bit loose on the hand. So I'm still batting 1,000. Haven't had any breaks on my figures from JOYTOY, which is a good thing to have. At least live. I did have one break on a figure, but it was after I had it for a little while, which was one of the first released Tyranid Termagants. Its arm joint like ripped in the chest. And they actually, JOYTOY though, responded pretty quickly, and they sent me a replacement arm. They actually sent me a couple of different replacement arms, so that was cool. And that was over a year ago when that happened. This is a pain. Come on, get in there. It does not want to get in there. Why are you playing this game with me? Get in there. As I'm bumping the camera all over the place. Come on. Interesting. I might have to situate this hand on here. But yeah, so the piece is not broke, at least I know that. It's just I have to be, I don't know if I would say that I have to be a little bit more careful, but yeah, I think it was just glue. I don't think it was my fault. I don't think it was the manufacturer's fault. I think there was just either not enough glue on there, or the glue... I'm just going to go with not enough glue on there. And then I have the extra glue now. So I'll just glue it after this review. Come on, get in there. There we go. So there we go. We got 2 of the 3 with their lights on their eyes. So they're lit up. One of them you can't see. There we go. Very cool. Alright guys, so that is the review of Marneus Calgar and the 2 Victrix Guards. I am very happy with them. A little bit sad because these first release figures, dude, look at the size. Look at him. It literally looks like my son and me. If you see the pictures of me in my power armor, and my son is standing next to me on the pictures on Discord, it literally looks like this. It literally looks like my son and me. That is crazy. Look how tiny that is. Oh my god. And it looks even worse next to the version 2 Victrix Guards. Oh my god. It's a huge improvement on the helms, I will say that. Because this version 1 helm, it looks like a huge smile. And this one looks like a lot more like the design of what it's supposed to be. So, yeah, I mean, I do want to get a Calgar version 1 just to have. But yeah, awesome. So we'll jump over to the chat really quick and we'll close this up. But I want to hear what you guys think. And are you going to grab them? Or have you already ordered them? Let's see. Let's go. Oh, man. Don't need that to happen. Alright, let me bring the camera back over. I am good with my first release of Titus. I would like bigger chain swords, though. Yeah, I agree. I agree with that. Alright, so let's jump. Let me get me back on camera here so you guys can see me. There we go. Make this a bit bigger. There we are. Very cool. Alright, so overall, I think the Victrix Guards are awesome. Again, the one that I had the little issue with the helm, with the head popping off, as you can see now, it's fine from the perspective of it's moving around no problem. It's just, again, when you're pulling it off, you might get that issue where it's not glued on sufficiently enough on the neck peg, and it's just going to pop off that neck peg. So again, that's the only problem that I have with these figures. I am super happy. It's continuing the tradition with all of the Space Marine 2 figures, that the quality is absolutely there. Absolutely awesome quality. We don't have any of the weird issues like we kind of had with some of the first release figures on the Horus Heresy line, right, where we had some of the Horus Heresy figures, the Sons of Horus figures especially. I had a couple of issues with them. Not breakage, but like some of the pieces were not situated, and some loose joints, some really loose joints in them. So yeah. But yeah, overall, I think that these figures are knocking it out of the park. Right? I think all of these are definitely must-haves, especially if you're a Ultramarine fan. Goddamn Smurf fans. If you're an Ultramarine fan and you're not picking these up, I'm not sure what you're doing. So, but yeah, overall, I am happy that I have these a part of my collection. Now I have these two. I have Titus and Galadriel and Cherion, and then I have Gilliman. I have the 2 baby Victrix Guards. We'll just call them baby Victrix Guards from now on. And then I have the Relic Secundus armor figure from the Space Marine 2 line coming in. So, alright guys, overall, I think that this was awesome. I think these figures were really good. No problems with them from my perspective. So, we're going to close up the review there. And again, as usual guys, if you like this content, please like and subscribe. I am going to close it up there because I'm going to go watch the reveal show from earlier today that I did not watch. Thank you for not ruining it in the chat for me, guys. I appreciate it. He instantly becomes one of my favorite figures in my collections. Yeah, Calgar is awesome, dude. He's absolutely awesome. I'm really, really happy with him. If I have to nitpick with something with Calgar, I would say his fists, probably his knuckles need to be coming out of that power fist a bit more because they're kind of hidden within the armor of that fist. And obviously, if you played Space Marine 2, you know how the Power Fist works. So I would have liked to see the knuckles come out, but that's really like kind of nitpicking. The other two, the Victrix Guard figures, absolutely awesome figures. I love the shields. I love the swords. I love the helms. The only tiny problem I had was with pulling off the head for the to put the battery in for the light up feature. I had that head come off of the peg. Again, something simple that glue will fix, not a big problem. So, all right, guys, I'm gonna close it up there. Guys, have a good night. As usual, I will see you tomorrow night. We're gonna do actually something different tomorrow. I'm gonna start a playthrough of Rogue Trader with my wife and my two brother-in-laws. And the only difference will be you'll hear and see me, but you're not going to hear and see them. You'll see their actions with the characters because you can play up to 6 players in that game. So it should be fun. We'll do that. I think we'll start at about 11 o'clock. We'll go for probably about an hour or two, and then maybe after that, if I'm not too tired, we'll do some Space Marine 2. So, and then this weekend on Sunday, we're gonna do Warhammer After Dark, starting a little bit early. We're gonna start at 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time because we're gonna have our boy Recon Rage on the show. So he'll be on at 9 o'clock, and we're gonna talk about JOYTOY, we'll talk about his collection, we'll talk about some of the stuff that hopefully we had some good announcements today, and I'm not just wasting my time. So, Vitrix look awesome. I'm at least getting one of them too. Yeah, dude. Gotta get 2 of them. Gotta get 2 of them to situate around Calgar, especially because of the Space Marine 2 game and how we saw them situate with Calgar. So. Alright guys, I am going to call it there. Again, as usual guys, thank you for watching. If you like this content, please like and subscribe. Alright guys, I'm Wraith. I'm out. Later guys.